In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 18, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Kansas City Royals versus Tampa Bay Rays. The Kansas City Royals and the Tampa Bay Rays get set to kick off a 4-game series at Tropicana Field in Tampa on Thursday night. The Royals are in the midst of a rebuild and feature a young team of budding stars and an ever-improving young rotation. The Rays are once again in the middle of the playoff picture in the American League and come off of 2 straight winning series against American League East teams, the Orioles and Yankees. The pitching matchup for the series opener will be Brad Keller of the Royals taking on an as-yet-to-be-named opener for the Rays. The Kansas City Royals are 1-5 straight up in their last 6 games and are 7-13 straight up in their last 20 games against Tampa Bay. The Kansas City Royals are 0-5 straight up in their last 5 games on the road. The Tampa Bay Rays are 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games. The Tampa Bay Rays are 8-2 in their last 10 games when playing at home against Kansas City and are 8-3 in their last 11 games against an opponent in the American League. Shane McClanahan has been spectacular this season. He has a 2.28 earned run average, 0.87 WHIP, and a 165-26 Kelvin BB ratio in 22 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .189 against McClanahan this season. He has given up more than 3 earned runs in just 2 starts this season. McClanahan ranks 5th in strikeouts, 2nd in WHIP, and 5th in earned run average among all pitchers in the MLB. He will not have a difficult time against the lowly Royals. Kansas City has been poor on offense this season. They are bottom 10 in the league in runs, home runs, RBI, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Tampa Bay is fighting to grab a wild card spot, while Kansas City does not have anything to play for. Brad Keller's been a disaster in recent starts, and I frankly want no part of him, especially with the Royals having little to play for down the stretch. The Rays may be in for a bit of a letdown after their big series win over the Yankees, but I think that they're too good of a team and too much the better team here to be affected by any letdown scenario against the lowly Royals. So the Tampa Bay Rays to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Royals have been terrible on offense this year. They rank bottom 10 in the league in runs, home runs, RBI, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Shane McClanahan has been spectacular this season. He has a 2.28 earned run average, 0.87 WHIP, and a 165-26 Kelvin BB ratio in 22 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .189 against McClanahan this season. He has given up more than 3 earned runs in just 2 starts this season. McClanahan ranks 5th in strikeouts, 2nd in WHIP, and 5th in earned run average among all pitchers in the MLB. Kansas City has a terrible offense, and they will struggle big time against McClanahan. The Rays have an uncanny ability to impart their will on a game, and that methodical style of play is the Rays' speed at the moment. The Rays are 2-5-3 to the over in their past 10 games and are more comfortable in low-scoring games given the team's injuries to key players in recent weeks. Expect the Rays to utilize that formula in this matchup as well, and the team will be able to slow down the Royals' 24th-ranked run-producing offense in this matchup. Expect a game played to a 6 runs or less total at the Tropicana Field Park that runs go to die at. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Atlanta Braves. New York will try to pick up a series split with National League East rival Atlanta on Thursday night. The Mets got off to a slow start with a pair of blowout losses in the first 2 games of the 4-game set, but they bounced back with a 9-7 win on Wednesday night. Atlanta is 4.5 games back of New York in the division standings. The Braves have been on a roll over the past week, and they've been clicking offensively, scoring at least 5 runs in 5 of their last 7 games. Despite their recent success, they will have a hard time scoring against the Mets because they haven't had a lot of success against DeGrom, who has given up 3 runs in 3 starts since he returned from injury. He is 3-0 in his last 4 starts against them and has given up 7 runs in his last 5 starts against them. so expect him to keep their offense in check. The Mets have also been playing well, with 5 wins in their last 7 road games. They are one of the best offensive teams in the league and continue to play well, scoring 19 runs in their last 5 games. Even though Atlanta's pitching has been good, they have struggled against the Mets, giving up at least 5 runs in 6 of their last 7 games against New York, and will have a hard time slowing them down. So the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Fried is making his return from the injured list after dealing with a concussion, so I have my concerns with him against the New York offense. DeGrom has only made 3 starts this season and is facing one of the hottest teams in the majors. I would be surprised if he does not give up several runs. Both bullpens were used heavily on Wednesday. The Mets are averaging 4.77 runs per game and 4.7 runs per game on the road. They averaged 4 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Braves, with Atlanta giving up 3.85 runs per game at home. The Mets will be held under their average in this game. The Braves are averaging 4.87 runs per game and 5 runs per game at home. They average 5.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Mets. The Braves and Mets played over the total in 6 of their last 7 meetings, with New York giving up 4.14 runs per game on the road. The Braves will score enough runs to push the score past the total. There are not many people who will be willing to take the over in a game involving Fried and DeGrom, but I am always looking for spots to be contrarian to the public. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus San Diego Padres. The Washington Nationals and San Diego Padres open a 4-game series starting on Thursday. Washington lost to the Chicago Cubs on Wednesday, dropping the team to 3-7 in their last 10. They are in last place in the National League East, all but eliminated at this point, as they are destined for a 100-plus loss season. San Diego is 5-5 in their last 10 after they defeated Miami on Wednesday, holding the final wildcard spot in the National League. The Washington Nationals start a 4-game weekend series against the San Diego Padres. These teams just finished a 3-game series last weekend in Washington, D.C., with the Padres winning 2 of 3 games. The Nationals are waiting for next year, as they have 4 wins in August heading into Thursday's tilt and are currently in last place in the National League. The Padres are battling for playoff position and need to find ways to win games against bad teams like the Nationals. The projected starters are right-hander Anibal Sanchez for the Nationals and right-hander Yu Darvish for the Padres. If this matchup sounds familiar, it's because these two squared off last weekend against each other in D.C., with Sanchez pitching slightly better than Darvish. However, there is no confidence in Sanchez to duplicate that performance. He is 0-5 in 6 starts with a 7.2 earned run average and a 1.6 WHIP. He carries a 6.91 earned run average in August, with his only decent start being against the Padres last weekend. Even still, he allowed 3 earned runs on 6 hits in 5 innings. Darvish is 10-6 in 22 starts with a 3.4 earned run average and a 1.01 WHIP. He has been too consistent and good all year to replicate his mediocre performance from last weekend. Beating last-place teams, and handily, is a good way to justify all the moves the Padres made to prepare for the playoffs. Lean on San Diego to dominate this game, so the San Diego Padres to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Padres scored 10 runs in their last game, and they will get to Sanchez, who has an earned run average north of 7. The Nationals got the win in Sanchez's last start against San Diego and Washington, but that will not be the case this time around. The Padres will get it done at the plate and Darvish will have a good outing. San Diego is chasing a wild card in the National League. You have a pitching staff giving up a lot of runs versus an offense that is producing a lot here. That seems made for a big score. However, odds makers do not seem to believe that all, placing the total at 7.5. That clearly appears to be too low. The last time these two pitchers squared off, they only gave up 7 earned runs total in 2 of the 3 games, and that series went under 7.5 runs. However, Washington has gone over 7.5 runs in 11 of their 16 games this month, while San Diego has gone over that number in 9 of their 17 games. San Diego could easily score 6 runs on their own in this contest, putting the onus on Washington to get at least 2. That seems likely in this contest. If you look the 2 key head-to-head trends, it points to the over as well. I see this game ending with a 6-2 type final score. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.